What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a new video. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a fantastic day whenever you watch this, guys. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the AFCON and actually South Africa, Bafana Bafana, their surprising exit. In my opinion, at least it was surprising. I did not see this coming. The exit of the AFCON, they have crashed out, and this is a bit of old news, so I apologize for being a bit late to this. I just wanted to talk about it still, because for me it was very surprising. But drop a like on this video if you guys enjoy, on YouTube, on TikTok, wherever you are. Subscribe to the YouTube, obviously go follow on the TikTok, and comment down below what your thoughts are on the run of South Africa in the AFCON. And if your team is still in the running, I hope you guys, go all the way. I hope you guys make the finals. I still will be watching the finals, whoever, makes it to the end, because, I mean, the AFCON has been a very entertaining tournament thus far. But we're here today to talk about Bafana Bafana. And for me, I was surprised. Like I said, even if we, not disregard the game, but if we disregard, like, the round of 16 and everything like that, we've got to go to before, and the Egypt games and everything like that. They won, and it wasn't a decisive game by any matter, I don't think that they were clinically better, or that they were, overshadowing Egypt or anything. I think it was a very close game. But the next game that took place, I should say, is the game against Zimbabwe. And for me, I thought this was going to be an easy game, maybe 2-1, maybe 2-0. I think Zimbabwe would have had their chances and take them, obviously, and score at least. But for me, the defense in that game was shocking, in my opinion. I think that building up from the back and creating the long ball opportunities, I still think is maybe South Africa's best strength, I mean, we've seen in the next game, which I will talk about now, how they were passing it around, how they were creating opportunities, and it was just unfortunate that they couldn't score. But defensively, I think that game against Zimbabwe was a bit terrifying, like I said, and that game finished 3-2, South Africa won, but due to a penalty, due to a very weird penalty, by the way. If I can show a screenshot of the penalty that happened, I'll throw it up. And then also an error from the defensive back line, and Lyle Foster definitely capitalized on that. So we'll take that, I mean, at the end of the day, if your opponent is handing out freebies, I think you should go ahead and take it. But anyway, then after that, we moved on to the round of 16. And I said, when I seen this matchup with South Africa against Cameroon, I knew it was going to be tricky, because Cameroon is no slouch, They're not they're not a pushover by any means. But I thought that we would have this, I really think that South Africa, Bafana Bafana, has been playing great football, even recently, even as of late, even in the previous AFCON, they made quite the run. They beat Morocco, which is one of the strongest teams in Africa. So I think the form maybe of the team, or maybe they're experimenting, before the World Cup, I think this is the tournament to do it. If you don't want to take chances, take risks in the World Cup, maybe do it here in AFCON and experiment and see how the players perform and everything like that. But yeah, for me, that game, it finished 2-1 to Cameroon. South Africa with a late goal. I thought maybe, there would be chances of a comeback and potential, of equalizing, but unfortunately, there wasn't enough time for that to happen. And it was a game of chances, like I said, in that game, South Africa was building up the play well, using the midfield and everything like that. Very effectively, I might add, and breaking through the defense of Cameroon. But just the final ball and the final clinicalness, in order to score, in order to capitalize on the chances, it just wasn't there. And Cameroon, I mean, in my opinion, they were cutting up the defense at times like Swiss cheese. They had that solo run especially. Well, it wasn't a solo run, sorry, I'm talking about a different game. But yeah, there was the runs that they were being made behind the defense. The defenders, I think, are solid, but I think we should definitely look to improve, I think, defensively, But like I said, it was a game of chances, and it could have been a different game. South Africa had scored 2 goals in the first half. So I think it was that kind of game. A bit unfortunate we didn't, make it to win that game, unfortunately. But that just goes to show, football is a very diverse game. Sometimes you're going to have chances and not score, and then you've got to limit your opponent's chances, and I think South Africa didn't do that well enough, I think they gave Cameroon too much freedom, too much play with the ball in order to score against us. But yeah, for me, it was an unexpected exit. Like I said, in the AFCON, I really thought that it was going to be like this long run, maybe into quarterfinals, semifinals, finals even. I really thought that was going to be the case, So I'm not like saying that there was a horrible performance or anything like that. I think the score lines don't exactly say what happened in the game. I mean, even if you look at, even if you look at the group stage game against Zimbabwe, the 3-2, it was 1 penalty and 1 defensive error. So you would maybe look at it and say, wow, South Africa scored 3 goals. But it wasn't exactly what happened in the game, different circumstances and things like that. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Like I said, I just wanted to talk about this quickly. I know it's a bit of old news, you know, but I wanted to just wrap up the AFCON 2025-2026 videos that I've been making. So drop a like on this if you enjoyed it. Drop a comment as well on what you think about the performance, and I'd love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. That's going to be it for this one, guys, from my side. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next one. Much love. Bye-bye.